In 1880, a British naval crew vanished in the Andaman Sea. Their maps were perfect, their instruments sharp. But then, something changed. The stars disappeared. The sea trembled like it was alive. Then, through the fog, an island, untouched, unnamed, unmarked. They stepped ashore thinking it was deserted, but from the shadows, a man appeared, dark-skinned, silent, barefoot, a spear in his hand, no fear in his eyes. He stared, not like a savage, but like a guardian of secrets. They hadn't found just an island. They had stumbled into a place where time had stopped. Just 50 kilometers from bustling Port Blair lies a speck of land, North Sentinel Island. To satellites, it's a patch of green. To us, it's forbidden. But to those who live there, it's the center of the universe, because this island holds Earth's most isolated humans, a tribe untouched by globalization, technology, or even electricity. They've never known kings, never bowed to empires, and they've never left home. We call them the Sentinelese, but truth is, we don't even know what they call themselves. No word of their language has ever been recorded, no sentence ever translated. They are ghosts in our history books, people from the beginning of time, still living in it. They gaze at the moonlit sky, unaware that someone from their own blood once walked upon it. Everything we know is from a distance, through binoculars, drone shots, or tales whispered by sailors. No one has returned from within their circle. Not alive. They hunt with bows, fish with sharpened spears, gather roots and fruits. Their homes are woven from palm leaves, arched shelters nestled near the shore. The men craft, the women decorate. Children learn by watching the wind and listening to the waves. And though it looks simple, it's survival engineered over 60,000 years. They don't need fire the way we do. They don't plant crops. They don't write books. But their minds remember everything. They carry no history in ink, because their wisdom lives in bone, in blood, and in breath. When a shipwreck washes ashore, they do not pray, they harvest. Metal becomes arrowheads. Glass becomes blades. To us, it's wreckage. To them, a gift from the sea gods. They don't make fire, but they use metal. They don't sail beyond reefs, but they know the tides better than our GPS. They've mastered their world. They just refuse to enter ours. In 2006, 2 fishermen fell asleep and drifted too close to the island. By dawn, their bodies lay still in the sand. When helicopters tried to recover them, they were met with a storm of arrows. Since then, the Indian government has drawn a circle, 5 kilometers wide, where no human may enter, not to protect us, but to protect them. Because the deadliest enemy for the Sentinelese isn't our weapons, it's our germs. A single handshake could be an extinction event. In the late 1800s, the British Empire kidnapped an old couple and 4 children from North Sentinel. They wanted to study them, civilize them. But within days, the elders died. The children, frightened and sick, were returned with gifts. What they brought back wasn't kindness. It was memory. Since then, the Sentinelese have answered all outsiders the same way. With silence, with arrows, with fire. We build towers that touch the clouds. We live in steel cities, scrolling through 1,000 lives a minute. But they rise with the sun, sleep under stars. They don't chase progress. They live presence. While we drown in data, they drink from rivers that remember the sky. They have no borders, no flags, no passwords, only instincts and eternity. Should we ever try to know them, study them, understand them, or leave them untouched? Because every time we've reached out, history repeats. Death, disease, destruction. Maybe the highest form of respect is distance. Maybe the only thing they fear more than our weapons is our world. North Sentinel isn't just an island. It's a question, a reminder that not everything is meant to be found or changed. In an age where nothing is private and everything is mapped, one land still refuses to surrender. And maybe, just maybe, they're the last truly free humans on Earth. What if behind that jungle veil lies the oldest wisdom? What if the tribe we call primitive has already figured out the one thing we never could: how to live without losing ourselves?